Making things in
This
front of
next guy coming to the stage, I know for a fact he's a wrestling fan because he is attending WrestleMania, what number?
26.
26 this year. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fan, Chris Putro.
It helps to be a comedian and also have a full-time job, so you can fly these places. Guys, what's up? I got a prop in my hand tonight. Propping it. Oh God. Girl Scout cookies. Do I even need to elaborate on this? This is a bit idea I came up with like 6 years before I started doing stand-up, and I just want to talk about it. I went to Ralph's the other day, and they're selling these. I stole a box, which is why I have this prop here. Look, there's a lot of things I hate, but the number one thing, it's not the fact that this whole scam makes me feel like a second-class citizen when I go to Ralph's, because I have to walk in that other entrance, because I don't want to like go through the real entrance and interact with the Girl Scouts and their mothers. It's not the fact that they just assume I'm so stupid that I can be talked into making an impulse purchase of cookies. When I buy cookies, it's a long process. I'm sitting home, I'm eating pretzels or popcorn, and I think, you know what, I haven't had cookies for a while. It's time for a change. I put it on my list. I go to Ralph's and I buy them inside at the regular price, because I don't buy them outside from these skinny little cunts who are going to sell it for triple the price. Yes. Girl Scouts, skinny little cunts. 2 C words already. I'm on a roll here. No, what really pisses me off is what it says on the side here, on the side of the box, and I didn't realize this till today. The Girl Scout cookie program promotes financial skills such as goal setting, decision making, customer service, and money management. No, what this teaches girls is that they can sell shitty products and expect us to pay extra to just to do a good deed and be generous with our money to help their little program there. No, that's completely unnatural. Sharing is the worst thing that's left over from communism. I'm surprised we haven't gotten rid of it anyway. I totally flubbed that line. This is entirely new stuff. I'm sorry. Oh no, I've ruined the entire bit. That sucks there. Anyway, I gotta work with that, but no, you really want to teach these girls how to be financial wizards and about the economy and everything. Teach them about the real free market and have them sell a product that actually has market value. Have them sell their soiled panties online to Japanese guys. Because that is a multi-billion-dollar industry, as I'm sure you know. I would really have more respect for these girls if they did something like that. Because, I mean, the fact is 99% of them are going to make a living off their vaginas anyway, ultimately. So you might as well give them a good start. There, plus that prop. I have 2 of those in case they damaged that one. Guys, the Olympics are over. You watch them. I watched the hockey. I didn't wait for a response there, you noticed. I watched the hockey game, that's all I watched. Tragic death at this year's Olympics, and it's happened in other Olympics. 68 Munich, the Israeli athletes killed by terrorists. 96 in Atlanta, the bombing. And now the 2010 Winter Olympics will forever be marred by the unfortunate suicide of Boner in a nearby Vancouver park. Boner from Growing Pains. You know, you're familiar with, he was the actor on Growing Pains. This really is, oh, this is going to be harsh. This is really, I have not seen a boner die like this since I found out my 11-year-old Cambodian prostitute was a boy. And that will kill a boner like that. I had a whole rant there about Kirk Cameron and Christianity, but I replaced it with the 11-year-old Cambodian prostitute bit. Thank you. Good judgment. Nice. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep that in there. These sitcoms, a lot of these sitcoms, they always, they're wholesome, family-oriented, but in later years, cast members, have controversial stories come out about them. Different Strokes, of course, is famous for that. Growing Pains, and of course, Family Ties was in the news recently. Family Ties, 80s. You guys big fans of the show? Who cares? Meredith Baxter. Used to be Meredith. What was that?
She's a lesbian.
I know, she came out as a lesbian at age like 62. Yeah, shocker there. Adam Lambert and then Meredith Baxter, imagine that. And then Brian Bonsall, who played the little like cousin Oliver in the last season, he was arrested for assault. And surprising for a show like this, and the actors, the fellow actors on the show, are also surprised. In fact, Michael J. Fox, I saw him in an interview. When he heard the news, he could not stop shaking his head in disbelief. Now, I gotta say, in his defense, I've seen him do that. I've seen him do that in other appearances, so I'm worried there may be a medical issue at play here. Going for the big laughs on Parkinson's. Yes. I have a whole rant about Parkinson's, but I say the C word twice in that, so I've already used my cunt allotment. And there's 3. Every time I come here, I just go overboard on the cunts. Barack Obama is trying to resuscitate this whole healthcare thing. Which of course died a couple months ago when the Democrats lost their supermajority in the Senate. Who would have thought that healthcare would have been killed by a brain tumor? Pause and let the audience think about what that means. Ted Kennedy, his death of a brain tumor is what precipitated this thing. Ted Kennedy, a brain tumor. What is up with these Kennedy brothers? I mean, they're always ending up with something bizarre in their head, whether it's a brain tumor or a bullet or socialism. The rule of 3s there. Innocent punchline. Not much of a punchline. I don't believe that the brain tumor is actually what killed Ted Kennedy. I don't believe that the brain tumor actually killed Ted Kennedy. If you look at the whole timeline when he was diagnosed, the surgery, and when he died, there's no way that tumor could have killed him in that amount of time. I submit to you people that there had to have been a second tumor involved. Right. Possibly hiding somewhere down around the assy hole, that's a horrible, horrible line, but it's the only body part I can even remotely rhyme with Gracie Knoll. Let's explain it. This is a JFK reference, and explaining this final joke, which is, I'm actually surprised he lived that long, because in the surgery, he almost died in surgery, because, when they do brain surgery, they have to cut out a piece of your skull and set it aside so they can operate, and wouldn't you know it, his wife was in the operating room, and she went crawling on her hands and knees to try to retrieve the piece of the skull. I explained beforehand that this was a JFK reference. God, this is a Putro film. Jackie Kennedy climbing on the Cadillac, the trunk of the Cadillac. Oh, you young people, God damn it, you don't get these things. There's always one person who laughs guffawingly at that, and there's like 19 other people staring with blank faces until I explain it. It's always good to end not on a punchline or laugh, but end on an explanation of the joke that nobody got. Guys, it's spring training. I'm going to Florida next week. ChrisPutro.com. You guys have been great. Chris.